In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a little bit of extra cash on Facebook or Craigslist flipping bicycles. Now, over the past few years, I've tried many different markets to flip for profit, and many have failed, but the one that I've proven to be successful time and time again is the bicycle market. Now, this process is definitely easier said than done, but don't worry, I have a few tricks up my sleeve, so make sure you stick around. So right now, I'm going to throw up a little video of where I actually found this bike. Being that I literally found this bike in the trash, this is going to be the absolute dream. This is what you're looking for. This is the 100x come up that you've always wanted in your Craigslist or marketplace flip. Sure, you may have to put $10, $20 into the bike to get it running, but that's nothing compared to what you can sell it for. So right now, as you guys can see, I just went over the frame with the wire wheel and scuffed it all up. And then I went back over it with a white gloss and just got the cranks back on. Decided to paint the bearing cups white as well, and I'm also gonna do the fork white. I think this bike's gonna come out really nice. I just took apart these wheels and they're full of rust. But don't worry, I have a trick for that, and it's not called water. Basically, if you look very close, we have rust on some of this chrome. I have a trick that I was mentioning earlier, takes this right off. This little combination right here is the key to your success when dealing with rust. All right, now I don't know if you guys can see what we've got going on here, but basically we're gonna take this piece of tin foil and we're gonna mix it with this WD-40 and we're gonna hit it on this rust. Now the tin foil is softer than the chrome, so therefore the rust should be, in theory, removed. Hit the rust with the WD-40, get to rubbing with the tin foil, and we can just work our way all the way around this wheel and take all of the rust off. Now I do think I'm going to be painting these rims a matte black anyways, but it'll be nice to get the rust off for the next guy. Alright, so right now what's going on is I've got the forks hanging up. I'm gonna hit them with the lacquer thinner and get all of the WD-40 off of them. And I also got the rims cleaned up and taped off as best I could. I'm gonna hit those with the lacquer thinner and I'm gonna get a quick time lapse of spraying all this stuff. Well, everything is all painted up now. I got the forks painted, I got the frame painted, I got the rims painted, and now it's time to throw some rim tape on the rims, get the tires on the rims with the tubes, and throw them on. I have the chain right now being cleaned in carburetor cleaner that I already had for working on my truck stuff. Gonna use that to clean up the headset bearings, and yeah, then we'll get it back thrown together. All right, so right now I'm just gonna be starting with the front wheel, trying to eliminate some stuff off my floor because it's way too dirty for a guy to be walking around in here all day. I'm just gonna go cheap with this. I'm gonna use electrical tape, works just fine. Just gonna do a couple tight loops all the way around. Remember, this is gonna be a tubed bike, so I'm not gonna be having to worry about any sealant leaking out, hopefully. Just trying to cover up those sharp edges. All right, that'll be good for that. One rim down, on to the next. So these are the tires that came with the bike. Honestly, I have no idea what they are. They're cheap and hard, but they should work for what we're trying to do. I know it's a beach cruiser, but these tires should work just fine. Whenever I do rims and tires, I like to set them on something flat. And I actually just remembered that we put the tape in there, so take anything sharp, a screwdriver, and just do that. Now we'll go ahead and get our tube. Fire that on through. Careful not to kink the tube in any spots because that will cause it to twist and it will go flat when we pump our tire up. Go ahead and work the tire onto the rim. That one was extremely easy. And there you go, one tire done. Now when we do this, we want to make sure to clean up all of these little parts because that's the stuff that people are going to notice in the long run. And we want to be known for at least halfway decent work. I would never want to short someone on what they thought that they were going to be buying. Now we'll go ahead and grease up these bearings right here and get the fork on. Alright, get a little bit of grease on our finger. Make sure that bearing rides very super smooth. And they never know this thing came from the garbage can. In the end, this thing's gonna ride like a brand new bike. Alright, now for the extra rest on these bars, I am gonna be doing the WD-40 trick on them too, so we'll see how they come out. The next thing I think should be to just throw the tires on this thing. We won't be riding it yet, but at least I'll have these out of my way. And I'll go get the pump. You can air them back up.